This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, December the 18th, 2012. And now, our first look. First off at the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at noon today. We have some energy moving across the upper Midwest with a weak disturbance moving through. This will likely kick off maybe a few flurries in the northern part of the state and into Minnesota. An accumulation is not very likely at this time, but a few flurries of snow showers up there will be an issue, with highs in the 30s to lower 40s further to the south. Wednesday, our attention turns to that low pressure system over the Oklahoma and Texas panhandle. Snow begins to break out over Nebraska into Colorado and New Mexico, with some heavy snow in that part of the country. That moves up into our neck of the woods here late Wednesday night into Thursday. Here at midnight Thursday morning, low pressure south of Kansas City. Fairly windy, fairly cold, snow, maybe a bit of a mix in the south and east. But by Thursday at midday, that low is now in southwestern Michigan. The snow begins to taper off, especially west of Interstate 35. Snow continuing most of the day in the east. Now we look at some snowfall projections. This is from the NAM, or the North American model. This goes through 6 a.m. Friday morning, and this shows a very significant snowfall amount across the state, but it's a little bit overdone compared to the GFS Model Run. This is through Friday evening at 6 o'clock, and it shows some decent amounts, but not as high as the NAM. So if we zoom in here, you can see here the projected snowfall totals from the GFS. This is not set in stone, by the way. You can see some lighter snows in the northwest and in the southeast, where they may get some rain, with the heavy snow band across the central and eastern counties. We move to the probability. This is from HPC. This is the day 3 probability. This is from Wednesday evening to Thursday evening at 6 o'clock. The probability of at least 4 inches of snow. Pretty good across the state, and even most of the state for that matter. This is the probability of 8 inches or more of snow. Better in central and southwestern Wisconsin. Still decent in the central or eastern and northeastern counties of the state, and little to no chance in the other part of the state. And the probability of a foot or more of snow is looking fairly slight, or even barely at best. Maybe a little bit better in central Wisconsin near Wisconsin Rapids or Wausau. And we have to talk about this. This is the probability of 1/100th of an inch of freezing rain, which could be possible at the beginning of this system, and quite a bit of the state could see maybe a little bit of ice to start out before snow. Moving back to the GFS, this is Friday. That storm is long gone. Well off to the east, some lake effect snow across the Great Lakes and into the New England states as we clear and turn sharply colder. Saturday will still remain cold. It will be sunny, but highs will struggle in the low to mid-20s, lows in the single digits. Depending on if we have calm air and clear skies, we could see temperatures below zero. Even Saturday morning, Sunday during the day here, still fairly calm and fairly clear, and highs struggling in the 20s with a snowpack. And Monday, Christmas Eve, we have another storm to look at, a low pressure near Lawton and Wichita Falls. Gulf starts to open up, and we could see some light snow beginning Christmas Eve night. And a week from today, which will be Christmas Day, you can see a trough digging through the western part of Texas into New Mexico and extending northward, another one in the Gulf of Alaska. And this could break out some snow, especially in areas along and south of Interstate 80. Some heavy thunderstorms along the Gulf. So this is another storm we'll have to watch, but let's get through the one this week before we go to this one. And we move into Voodoo, further into Voodoo, the 29th. Pretty strong vortex over eastern Canada, one off in the Pacific. A strong trough over the west. Southwesterly flow around here will bring more moisture in, and this could be in the form of snow once more. So we've gone so long without snow, now it seems like we're going to get a lot of snow if this is right. We'll have to wait and see. And at the end of the forecast on the 2nd of January, another strong vortex, a little bit closer to us, but still over mainly eastern Canada and the Great Lakes. Another piece of energy along the west coast down into Baja. And this would bring some lake effect snow into the Great Lakes. Cold air seeping in from Canada once more, and another storm over the west that could affect us the first week of January. We move ahead to the satellite image from last evening. We had a storm system off the east coast, or moving off the east coast, with some showers and thunderstorms in the south and some wintry weather in New England, a few scattered clouds in the northern Rockies and northern plains, and the new storm just about to come on shore. The watch warning map from last evening, some winter storm warnings and advisories in New England, the winter storm watch across the central plains up into Wisconsin, blizzard watch in Kansas and eastern Colorado, and some winter weather issues over the west scattered all across there. The QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, showing some fairly decent amounts of liquid precipitation around here, mainly in the form of snow, maybe 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch, heaviest again over New England and over the Pacific Northwest.